What's going on, Halo freaks and geeks? It's just your buddy Cleanup again with another commentary, obviously. The thing about my commentaries is I'm a father and I am a husband. I'm a father of 2 children, and what happens is that when I try to record a gameplay or whatever during the day, I generally only have a select amount of time to do it. And generally it is during the time that they're actually eating lunch. So what happens is, if I don't get this commentary in by the time they're finished with lunch, they hijack my commentary, and then I have to wait until night, and then that cuts into my gaming time with my friends, like the people that I'm rolling with in this game, Nathan and Hobos. They are constantly online, and they're constantly on Halo 4, and whenever they invite me or I invite them, they always join, or I always join them, and we mesh well together, and we always have a good time, regardless of whether we win or whether we lose. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. You know what I'm thinking about doing is I recorded a bunch of gameplay this weekend, and I'm thinking about doing a weekend montage. All the nice little clips that I had during my weekend this weekend, because I played on Friday and Sunday. Just taking all those clips, putting them together like a nice little mashup, and do it over some music and set the mood off right, and maybe get you guys interested in my gameplay. But I mean, I'm not modest major. I'm not going to make it seem like, oh, I just go off all the time, because I don't. But I think it's something I'd like to do. The thing is, I try to record stuff as much as possible, but my biggest commitment in life is to my children and to my job. And unfortunately, that leaves me at getting home at 12:45 in the a.m. So if you guys ever want to roll with me, just know that I'm always on every single night, except for maybe like Saturday, at 12:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys ever want to roll, just hit me up at that point, and I will definitely get down on some Halo 4. I just got off recording Viewpoint episode 2, which I know a lot of you guys are subscribed to, Crouching Spartan and BBK already, so you might have already seen it, but we're the 3 main people in it. We just brought on Diddy as a producer, which, if you don't know who Diddy is, he's an awesome commentator. I've been subscribed to him since before I was even doing commentaries, and all these people kind of mesh together to kind of get my butt in gear and make me start uploading. So they're kind of like my inspiration for YouTube. But Diddy was an awesome guy. I remember my favorite videos of him were the ones where he was doing his Road to 50 on Halo 3. Because I looked at his gameplay and I was like, wow, you're just so good. And he had this one game, it was like, I think Oddball on Guardian. And he was really good. And it was like, it inspired me to kind of upload to YouTube. And now to think, like, I've actually held a conversation with him and talked to him a little bit. And it's like, wow, I never thought I would be here. The same goes with BBK or Crouching Dom. I remember Crouching Spartan. I remember doing like a video with him, like not calling him out, but saying, hey, I want to do a dual com with you. And now it's like, well, we game together all the time, and now we have this little pod. It's not little. It's a huge podcast, actually. And, it's such an honor, and it keeps me humble to my roots, and it makes me appreciate, like, what I've done and like kind of where I've been, and it makes me strive for more. And the thing about the Viewpoint is we're gonna have a lot of great guests, and this week the guest was Duquesne, which, if you don't know who Duquesne is, he's a cartographer for 343 on Halo Forge maps. He's one of the big Forge people in Halo 4. It's a very select group, but he is one of the bigger ones in there, if not the biggest. And to have him on and talk about his life and talk about like his thought process and what goes through, to this Halo or the next Halo is just, It's a really great time to pick somebody else's brain, and really what we want to do on Viewpoint is take everybody that has experience in some genre of Halo, whether it be forging, competitive, whatever it may be, casual, YouTube, whatever it may be, and bring them on the show and give their expertise in that certain area. That way, everybody who watches Viewpoint becomes more of a well-rounded individual. I'd like to get the staff on there at 343. I'd like to get at least one of them on there to kind of pick their brain. I mean, obviously we can't ask questions, a whole lot of questions about like, hey, Halo 5, but you know, it would be interesting to kind of pick their brain and stuff. And then obviously when we get like a competitive people on there, I mean, I have a couple friends in the competitive community that I know on a first name basis, so maybe I could bring them on. Great things are coming to Halo. Everybody knows that, whether it be Halo 5 or whether it be Viewpoint. And we just want to see Halo 5 strive and just be on top. Well, that's pretty much my time for today. You know what? I'll check you guys later.